Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Goldens in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I'm so excited to introduce an absolutely stunning boy we have for sale. This is Mr. Orange of Berea and Amos's litter. He was born May 18th, and so he's really started showing his personality off for the last couple of weeks, and we wanted to wait as late as possible to be able to give you his normal and natural personality. His Recherche score is 867, 8 being that he is very dependent. He is the first to come, the last to leave our side. He loves people. He's very friendly. He loves everybody and anybody. He is a dog that's just very affectionate and friendly. He loves people. And then on the activity scale, he's slightly outgoing. He's very balanced with his energy. He's not hyper, he's not high energy, but at the same time, he's not super laid back and calm. He's just right with his energy at 6 out of 10. And then on the confidence scale, he's pretty confident. He's a 7 out of 10. He is mature. He acts older than his age. This litter is just a more confident litter than normal, and so we expect him to do very well. Size-wise, he's the slightly smaller. He's a medium-sized boy. There's 3 boys in a litter. He's the medium-sized boy. His mom is actually fairly small at 50 pounds. His dad is 75 pounds. So my best guess is he's going to be 70 to 80 pounds. I think he's just going to be a normal boy, but he is stunning. He's one of my favorite looking puppies we have produced in a long time. I love his blocky head. One thing we love about Amos is he throws boys that look just like him. It almost doesn't even matter who the mom is. His boys end up looking like him. So if you love the look of Amos as much as I do, you're going to love his look. He has a solid white coat. There's not a lick of cream in him at all. He's just absolutely stunning. Now, he's able to go home after graduating either Puppy Academy, which is training till 12 weeks of age, which is August 10th. The second training level is Canine College, training till 16 weeks of age, which is September 7th. That is the most popular training program for 3 main reasons. One, they have all of their shots, so they're fully inoculated. You do not have to quarantine them, unlike Puppy Academy pups. Secondly, their potty training is twice as good. They can hold the restroom twice as long at 16 weeks than at 12 weeks. The third reason is their obedience training. That's probably the biggest reason for me. They grow so dramatically. By the time they're 16 weeks, they're about 3 times better obedience trained than they are at 12 weeks of age. The third training level is Master's Program, training till 20 weeks of age, which is October 5th. And then the fourth training level is Doggy Doctorate. That's training till 6 months of age, which is November 18th. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of both Berea and Amos. If you click on those pictures, it's a video where I describe each of the parents. This is one of the healthiest litters we will ever produce. Both parents scored in the top 4% of golden retrievers with their hip, elbow, eyes, and heart clearances. This is one of the best looking litters, one of the best pedigree litters, and you can learn all of that by clicking on those pictures. What I'd like to do now is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute and then show off some generic dogs that we have, normal students. These are not our geniuses in our program. We picked normal students, so we didn't raise your expectations. And we're going to summarize the Puppy Training Institute. I really encourage you, though, to go to our Puppy Training Institute page because I go into detail about each of the training levels, and I have a video for each of the training levels where I show off 12-week-olds, 16-week-olds, 20-week-olds, 6-month-olds, and even 8-month-olds. So you can see what these puppies look like and act like at the different training levels. But right now, I'm just going to summarize it and show off some of our puppies. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers. And we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer. They can hold their place longer. They can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The two other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in Mr. Orange, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures we just took of him. Right above his pictures are his prices for each of the training levels. Now, some people have a hard time finding the prices, so in this video, we're gonna show you the prices. Those prices in this video are his prices. And then right below this video is a link that says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click in the words puppy application, fill it out. We will respond within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video of Mr. Orange of Berea and Amos's litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.